What is up, besties? It is your girl Karmic, back to you again with another video, and this time we are looking at Justin Bieber. Now, if you guys have watched the Justin Bieber deep dive I did, I will link it in the description box. I kind of predicted this. I've been saying that Usher is not innocent. Yeah, as I'm hearing the song, I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, I think we already know what we're going to get from this, but this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Thank you to everyone that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. And if you're new here, bestie, consider subscribing. We would love to have you. So I want to look and see if we can get any information on Usher, but then also if we can get anything on the managers that he unfollowed, as like Scooter, and then he also unfollowed Haley's dad. So that's pretty interesting to me. So if that comes out, I wanted to. And then just anything we need to know about Justin. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And if you want to book a private reading, right now there's a wait list, but you can do that through thekarmicdf.com. All right. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's Scooter. Okay. Coming in hot. Okay. 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 Oh, what I had to do for fame. You know what I'm being drawn to is his song Lonely, where he kind of like made a plea for help. 5 of Cups, starting it, is giving me the vibe of like, I'm finally, like, I'm looking at a little child looking under the bed that's like, boogeyman, you can't scare me anymore. Like, that's what I'm hearing. So I feel like for the first time ever, he's kind of accepting what allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, probably happened to him in the industry with all the stuff that's coming out about Diddy, right? What I had to do for fame, the judgment card. But on this judgment card, there's all these dead bodies behind it, you know, with the zombies and stuff. And then 6 of Pentacles feels like business deal gone wrong. So why did he unfollow Scooter? This feels like Usher. This is giving like, am I going to say that? Putting my dick where it doesn't belong energy, if you know, you know. I think right now, because remember if you watch the deep dive, I highly recommend it. I saw him potentially going down 2 different routes. It was like he could be another like Heath Ledger leaning on the drugs and substances, or he might awaken to what's going on through his faith and through music. And I think he's actually pivoting towards the other path, which is wonderful. We should keep praying for him. But that's Scooter, that's Usher. So why did he unfollow them? Because he never dealt with the grief that he had in signing his contract and what that meant. The dead bodies behind is really telling to me. And also with Usher coming out as the Knight of Wands reverse, that's like, you know what I'm being drawn to is covert narcissists and how they like, this is fine. Like, this is in your best interest. You don't have to worry. Yeah. Oh my God, what's that song? You don't have to call. It's okay, girl, because I'm going to be all right tonight. Like, it's giving that manipulative energy. So I kind of feel like he thought that Usher was like taking care of him as a child. You know what I mean? Like big brother energy. I'm hearing like big brother, big sister, like that, whatever, that group thing that people do. Anyway, that sounds so wrong. The big brother, big sister, like charity thing, whatever. He thought that Usher had his best intentions at heart, but he's very slowly realizing that this is fucked up. You were a rat. You were not a good one. And so while I don't think he's doing this to necessarily kick up the dust, so to speak, so that people figure it out, I don't think he's doing it for that. I think he's waking up to the realization of what he had to go through in order to get where he's been. So not shocking to me. And especially like with the Queen of Pentacles there, for me, that's Scooter. I think that he comes in as this like, I got your back. I want what's best for you. But this card always reminds me of like, where's the money really going? What are you really doing to get that money? And with it, the rabbit there reminds me of the tortoise and the hare. So it's like, I think Scooter's done a lot of things to make a quick buck that was in the interest of himself and not other people. And he played it off like he's got your back, but in reality, anything goes in this manipulation game. And I'm also being drawn to the drinks here. So what have we been finding out? People are getting roofied and shit, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I think Bieber's coming to terms with what happened to him. Okay, Usher. You're all the same. The 5 of Wands in reverse, you're all the same. You just took this out of Diddy's book, allegedly, no facts here. You just followed his roles. I never asked any questions. Why didn't I ask any questions? This is sad. Yeah, it's like you were supposed to be this nurturing energy to me, and it turns out that you're actually cold and calculated. This is also Scooter too. I think they're all kind of the same because I keep hearing Wanted, Dead or Alive where it's like it's all the same, only the names have changed. So I think he's looking, I think we should pay attention to who he's unfollowing because it's like you guys followed this rule book, but you're actually in some weird fucked up Hollywood cult club thing, allegedly. You know, Diddy, I mean, we already know this, right? And it's like you just used me as a pawn in your sick game. Like that's the vibe. Yeah, I think because Diddy's getting in trouble, he was forced to look at things he really didn't want to look at before. Not really shocking with Pisces energy. He buried it down, buried it down, buried it down, drank it away, drugged it away, used girls to like get through. And I think now he's had to face it. And so it's like you either have one or two choices, right? You could go a little bit harder into the drugs and alcohol, which we didn't want, or you could face shit. And I think he's deciding to finally face shit. I wouldn't be shocked if he's leaning into religion more now, or aren't they talking about him making more music? I could see that. I think music's it's very therapeutic is what I'm hearing. It's like, I almost wonder if he still owes money or something. Does he owe money? Because it almost feels like there's two reasons why he's doing music again. He's doing music because it's like, I need money. But then it's also like, it's helping me come to terms with what I've been through. It's reminding me a lot of how I sing, and when I'm not okay, it helps me to sing like, yeah, you get it. Oh, what's going on with him and Haley? He's getting to this point where he's like, I got everything that I thought I was supposed to get. I got the wife, I got the kid, and at what cost is kind of the vibe. It's like, this should be the best time of my life. This is the worst time of my life. So I think he's realizing that happiness doesn't come from fame. Happiness doesn't come from having the white picket fence. He's starting to wake up to like, what really makes me happy? What does this mean? I think, and I've said this before when I did the other readings of him with having a kid, it really mirrored his triggers. Having a child, looking at that face of innocence has forced him to face his own triggers. So I think in having the kid kind of woke him up to a lot of triggers because it's like, I wouldn't have let my kid go through that. I would never have let my kid do that. So he's starting to wake up like, where the fuck was my parents? Where the fuck were you? Like, I keep hearing the song, Where Were You? When everything was falling apart. He's really getting to this place where he's like, what I had to go through in the order of fame. I don't know that he'll necessarily speak out on it anytime soon. I'll look deeper into the cards. But for now, I think he's just having like a real soul retrieval is kind of what I would say. I also think that I don't think Haley knows everything. I think he's shutting her out because I see him being like, I can't deal with her right now. Like, I'm sick of this shit. But then I see her not really understanding. I almost wonder if she doesn't know everything that's happened. Because again, like every time I've read the difference between her and Selena, it's like Selena's more the type to talk about emotions, whereas Haley's more the type of like, you're depressed, like let's get you out of the house, like let's wake you up, which both things are necessary, but it's both, not just one or the other. So I think he's kind of in this place where he's not really opening up to her. And I think she's getting a little feisty with him and clapping back. Because I think something woke up when she had her kid as well. Because now it's like, I'm doing everything for the kid. So I think there's trouble in paradise. I'm going to be honest. And I think he's trying not to lean on like substances. I think he's really trying to lean into like the church and music to like, I'm hearing the word diabolical. It's like he's really fucked up over what happened in the past and he's starting to wake up to it. And he's also like, I almost wonder, remember how I said I think it was a deep dive where it's like, I saw like everybody wants to hate on Haley, but I saw her father like pushing her on to Bieber. I'm seeing something where he's starting to realize that allegedly, no facts here, her father's not a good dude. I've been saying that for a while now. So I noticed that was one of the people he unfollowed. I think he's starting to realize that these people don't have my best interests at heart. They're just trying to make a buck. Like it's reminding me so much of Britney Spears. It's like he's kind of tapping into that energy of like, y'all manipulated me for your own gain and it's fucked. And I feel like the problem with him is like he's Pisces energy. I feel like he's shoving it down. He's not really telling Haley what's going on. So I wouldn't be shocked if she's confused about why he's mad. Because here's the thing, right? When we change, other people that are used to the us that's been on autopilot, they're confused because they're used to the version of us that we always give, right? So I feel like he's changing shit up and Haley's really like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this was fine. You liked my dad. Why don't you like him now? So I definitely think there's trouble in paradise because he's waking up to, this shit's fucked up. Like, allegedly. No facts here. Yep. Devil card. Ugh. What I achieved in fame came at a cost. I think he's waking up to the fact that he doesn't want this to be, I'm hearing the song, There's Nothing Holding Me Back. So it's like he doesn't want to be defined by this anymore, and he doesn't want to be weighed down by this anymore. It's like, I have to fight for myself because no one else is coming to save me. Sad. Yeah. Scooter, Usher. This is like all businessmen together though, but this is Scooter and Usher again. It's like how you guys created your fame with him standing on all this loot. It's like you pretended that you had my back, but you didn't. It was always about money. And I knew intuitively with the owl there, I knew intuitively that something was wrong, but you gaslighted me because I keep hearing covert narcissist in my mind. So it's like, yeah, it's like throwing the rock, hiding the hand. That's what I'm hearing. It's like everybody his entire life has been manipulating him to see how much money. It's a lot like Britney Spears. When I did a lot of the Britney Spears readings, it feels like that. He's getting into his Britney Spears energy of like, fuck y'all. Like I keep hearing Sue Me by Sabrina Carpenter. So I definitely think he's letting his emotions out, which is great, but I don't think he's explaining to the people around him what's going on with him. I think he's either he shuts down, but then he channels it productively through like music or church. All right, how's he letting go? Martyr. I wonder, because I'm being drawn to the FBI now. Have they called him in to talk? Because this is almost like, I'm ready to hang y'all out to dry no matter what the cost. Like, I almost wonder if the FBI is like, they got to know he's one of them. Because I saw him on the videos intuitively, obviously not online. This is like the details coming to light, even though they shouldn't be. The skeletons in my closet. I almost wonder if he's going to, if the FBI's kind of talk to him. Because you know what they're showing me is like a scene from every crime show where they knock on the door and the person's too scared to talk, but then they give him a card. So I almost wonder if he's debating on talking and coming forward. Because that Five of Swords is in the reverse. So I don't really know that he's ready to talk about it, but I know that he wants to. Not necessarily with the public, though. I feel like more like, because I'm hearing one way or another, I'm going to find you, I'm going to get you. So I think he wants them to go down because he's starting to get angry. And with that Wheel of Fortune, like I said, it's only a matter of time before he's like, you know what? Like, remember Britney Spears didn't really talk? And then all of a sudden she was trashing everybody online. It's kind of giving me that same energy. And they're both mutable signs. So I think he teeters back and forth between like, I'm going to shove this down and ignore it. And then I want everybody to know what the fuck y'all did. Like, yeah. This is reminding me again of like a police badge. You know what I mean? I've said that with this card. So I feel like he has the opportunity to come forward, but I don't think he's ready yet. Because with the vine there, it's kind of reminding me of like, this comes with too many strings. I'm afraid of what this will do. I still think he's scared of like the people in the industry hurting him, whether that's literal or in the media. I think he's afraid of it's almost like he's starting to wake up, so he doesn't want any more drama. But at the same time, he's like, I want you guys like dead to rights is what I'm hearing. I almost wonder if he's going to come forward and speak on it. But it's with that Ace of Pentacles blocked, I feel like someone came to him and was like, when you're ready. Like, it's reminding me of like all the crime episodes where it's like ready to talk and you could reach out in that email that's encrypted. That's kind of the vibe here. Does he fuck with Jay-Z? I think he's worried about people that haven't been caught up yet. Because that, for some reason, that feels like Jay-Z. I almost wonder, because I'm hearing the word minions, I almost wonder if he's afraid because Diddy has too many friends that are still out. So it's like, I wonder if he's been threatened. Or if he feels like he'll be threatened. I feel like they've had conversations, like a team meeting almost, where it's like, if Diddy gets arrested for this, like keep your mouth shut. Because it's almost giving me that vibe of like, someone's threatened him. But I feel like it's more of a passive aggressive threat than it is like a I'll kill you type of thing. It's more like a, remember what we did. Remember how this was in your best interest. Remember how this was for your greatest good. Like, I feel like he's been manipulated into thinking the norm was so far past the moral compass. And now he's starting to wake up to it. But I do think he's afraid of, like, rocking the boat. Yeah, as a Nine of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, enough said. Ace of Cups. But he's, like, filling himself back up. And with the moon reminds me of, like, an exposing. So I think as he begins to heal, he might... Yeah, I'm hearing Heal by Tom Odell. It's a really good song. Where it's like, take my mind and take my pain and heal. Like, I think he's really reflecting on it. And again, I've been saying this. The kid really woke him up to like, this isn't cool. This isn't okay. There he is. And this card always reminded me of like the purity with that dove there. And it's right by the heart. So again, I think he's really, the child really woke him up to like, I would never let my kid go through this. I would never, like being a father really made him realize that this shit's not normal. I'm also being drawn to the fact that he's not wearing a shirt, so it's like, you know, casting couch. If you get it, you get it. And then with the angel wings, it's like I'm saving myself, which is actually pretty beautiful. Three of Pentacles, from shady work endeavors that harmed me. I want to disconnect from everybody that didn't protect me because I wouldn't have done that to you. That's the vibe here. It's like you knew what I was going through and you just turned your back and let it happen. And you were smiling the whole time. Like, look at this. Look at how she looks like, oh, well, this is fine. Like, this abuse is fine. No big deal. Smile for the cameras. Like, I think he's really fucking pissed about, like, you guys really let me go through that. I feel like looking at his child is looking at a reflection of himself. And that really woke him up. Yeah. And then I feel like he's thinking about exposing them. But at the same time, it's like I'm still paranoid about what's happened. So I'm not really ready to speak on it yet. But I think he might. I feel like, because look at how this kind of looks like two secret agents like walking away. It's almost like, can I really trust you? Like, I don't know. Should I expose you with that full moon there? I feel like people have talked to him, come to him and be like, you want to tell your story? You ready? And he's like, I'm still scared. I'm looking behind my back. I don't really know if I can trust people. What's going on with his music? Other people. Okay, yeah. I don't know who that rapper is because I'm so not up to date with anything, but isn't he recording with someone like MG something? I don't know, but it's like, I think getting back into music and working with other people is helping. It's almost like giving me this vibe of like, it's the person he's working with younger, because it's almost like I want to help new talent. I wouldn't be shocked if he starts working with people that we haven't heard of, because it's kind of giving me this, he's got this father energy that he didn't have before, obviously, where it's like, I want to help other people not go, like I'm being drawn to that, oh my God, that interview where he wanted to protect Billy or something like that. It's kind of the same vibe. Like, how can I help new up-and-coming talent? I wouldn't be shocked if, not necessarily right now, but if he ends up becoming a producer himself, because it's giving me the vibe of like, I want to create something where people feel safe, where they won't have happen to them what happened to me. But even if he doesn't become a producer, I can see him like helping new talent along, because it's like, I want to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Yeah, trusting my intuition. Yeah, it's like I don't want these fucking parties to keep going. I don't want people to feel like they have to sell their souls in order to be famous. Like, I never heard of that rapper that he posted a recent Instagram post with. Did you guys? Like, let me know, because it feels like he's trying to like, yeah, I'm hearing Song You Raise Me Up. I feel like he's trying to lift up new talent. So it's like you guys can steer clear. It's like when you learn what not to do, you help other people skip that lesson. That's kind of the vibe here. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords, with the rainbow here especially, it's like I create my happily ever after. And it's like, while he does feel defeated, I think he's going to come out of this. Oh, is he having financial problems? Because this is like, I think I saw something where he canceled a tour or something like that. I wonder if he's having financial problems, because this is giving me the vibe of like, I owe money, or I don't have enough money. I need to make money. So maybe I should make something of my own. Yeah, with the Magician. It's like creating something from nothing. I feel like right now he's in the headspace of like, I'm going to use music as a means of channeling my pain, my frustrations, but then I also want to think about how I can help the next stage of singers, musicians create their own happily ever after without having to go to a white party and finding out what's going on in the tunnels that they still haven't really said was real, but I'm pretty sure they are, allegedly. No facts here. He wants to help up-and-coming talent. Good for him. All right, anything else, Spirit? I think he's afraid of this coming out. I think there's a lot of shame, especially because, you know, it's a man that's, you know, men don't usually report the crimes as much as women. So I do think that he's afraid, but it's almost like everything else is coming out. I don't really have a choice. So I might as well. It's giving me Britney Spears with her fucking little breadcrumbs that she used to give. I don't know if she does anymore. I don't follow her like that. But it's giving me that same vibe where it's like, you guys can figure out, you can put two and two together without me having to say what's going on. Like, that's the vibe. Yeah. Six of Swords is always a transition, but in this card, someone's being abused. So it's like the transition that I went through to stardom, I'm not going to let that happen to other people. And in order for that to not continue, I have to expose what's going on. I'm not cool with Usher. I'm not cool with Scooter. I'm not cool with my ex-management. Like, that's the vibe here. It's like, I want you to pick it up without me having to actually put it down. That's why he unfollowed them. It's kind of like, it was a mixture of emotionally, I can't deal with this anymore, so I need you guys gone. You know how like you really get sick of like an ex or something? It's like, I just got to block you on everything because I just don't want you in my life. Like, that's kind of the vibe here. But then it's also like everybody kind of already knows what happened to him. So it's like, let me give you a little Easter eggs so that you can feel like you got the information, even though I don't really want to fully give it yet. Yeah, it's like I put in all this energy into my career and I'm not yet ready to be vulnerable. But when I am, I'm going to be ready guns blazing. It's like he's preparing. I really feel like the FBI or something came to his house and like left their calling card or something, because I keep seeing that. But it's like, I'm not ready to speak yet. But it's almost like when you first start going to therapy after never going to therapy, it's like you're dealing with so much shit all at once. So it's like not ready to talk about it, but it's like he's processing it for the first time. I feel like he's shoved this shit down for years and years, and now it's all coming back up at once. Diddy happened around the same time he had his son, and it's like double triggers at the same time. So honestly, in the energy he's at, I'm not entirely worried about him like I was before. I think something changed in his brain where it was like, I can't keep, I'm hearing Eminem where it's like, can't keep living this way, so starting today, I'm breaking out of my cage. I think he's headed in a good direction. I like this. All right, back deck. Yeah, cutting off because time's up with that justice card there. And the strength card always reminds me of Law and Order, but it's also like my ego. So it's like my ego was cutting these people off so I don't got to deal with it no more. This also reminds me of that little girl that was, oh my God. Well, oh my God, I can't think of her name because brain no work when channeled. But the girl with the 2 colored eyes that got killed, you know what I mean? Big, she was like 2 years old or something. Spirit, can you give me her name? It's not John Bonet, it's the other one. I don't know, whatever. But it's giving me that same vibe. Like, if I can tell that this shit's wrong because I'm looking at my child and I would never let this happen, then why am I going to still fuck with these people? Like, that's kind of the vibe. So he wants to detach from them. And I definitely think that Haley might be getting the grunt of this. So I don't know that their relationship's necessarily on good foundation. But see the Ace of Swords in reverse here? I don't think he's ready to talk yet. And I think it has a lot to do with people that are still around, that control the industry still with the world there. And it's like, I feel like there have been threats. I feel like they had like a team meeting before the Diddy shit went down. And it's like making their stories correct. Like, it's reminding me of all the crime shows when their stories are like literally the same exact words. It's that vibe. It's like they've convinced each other that they're all a sick fucking family and that this shit's normal. And it's like he needs to break out of it. He doesn't want to do it anymore. And look at who's there. Oh my God. Yeah, it's like because not everyone's out yet, he's not ready to fully speak. So with the Page of Swords there, it's like, it's giving Britney Spears and the Easter eggs. It's like, you figure it out. I'm going to give you a couple of clues and then you can go from there. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here, besties, thekarmicdf.com if you want to book a private reading. This is the first time I read in over a week, so bear with me. To those still waiting on their readings, I just started to get my energy back, so I'll be reaching out to y'all soon. But yeah, I feel like he's doing okay. I mean, considering, you know what I mean? Real quick though, hold up. Just really, really quick, hold up. I want to see something. I want to know what's going on with him and Haley. Hold on. I'm a shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Y'all, I'm on like no sleep. Bear with me here. Him and Haley real quick. Okay. Breaking of a contract. I don't think he's happy. Holy shit. Wow, I barely shuffled. There she is. I feel like Haley's also in this place where it's like I got everything I wanted and I'm not happy. Like, I think she's kind of sick of Justin's up and down emotions, but I don't think she knows the full extent of what's going on. Yeah, because it's like fame. There he is. He also feels like inferior, and it's like, I don't really want to deal with this and the other people. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here, besties, at karmicdf.com.